Good day to our viewers and welcome to another episode of the eThekwini Matters podcast. My name is Cllr and I will be your host for this episode. September marks the Public Service Month in South Africa, and today's episode focuses on the significance of public services. This year's celebration of Public Service Month underscores the pivotal role that must be played by every servant in improving customer experience through the adherence to the Cllr principles. In our city, we are commemorating this month under the theme eThekwini at your service. We are in conversation with the chairperson of Governance and Human Capital Committee, Councillor Nkosenhle Madlala, who will unpack the role that must be played by every public servant in improving customer experience through Cllr principles. It's September, and one of the themes that we are commemorating is Public Service Month.
No, thank you very much. We are indeed commemorating this Public Service Month, which is the month of September, under the sub-theme eThekwini at your service.
Yes.
To truly appreciate the significance of this month, one must look back at the context. Our country comes from a painful past, a past of discrimination,
Yes.
a past of segregation. And along this was the segregation of services and the customer experience that different races experience. And therefore, we want to commend the good work that has been done by the city in redressing this situation. And we commend that, but we know that there are still areas of improvement that the city must go through to surely ensure that the customer experience is of a highest quality to every citizen of this beautiful city.
And can you tell us the Cllr principles that we should be adhering to as employees of this municipality?
Yes, customer service in this democratic dispensation is based on the Cllr principles. These are principles that were adopted to standardize customer service, to ensure that the customer experience is standardized throughout public service. And one of these principles seeks to, redress the imbalances that were experienced in the past in terms of your customer experience. It also speaks to the issue of openness and transparency, that when we are providing services as the municipality and as government, people need to know what kind of services we are providing, but also they need to know what sort of opportunities they have in the municipality, but also if people are not satisfied with our services, they need to know what is their recourse. And therefore, we have these Cllr principles, but they also go beyond that. They go to the issues of effectiveness and effectiveness of the services, and to ensure that when we are providing services, we are doing it in a cost-effective manner. You'll find that our SCM processes are based on these principles, that if we are going to provide a service, you must ensure that it's cost-effective and it's open to everyone. And therefore, those are a few of our Cllr principles, and we are going to ensure that in commemoration of this month, we re-educate our frontline staff about them, and we re-conscientize them about them, so that, and also the community that comes to our services, so that they know what to expect, and if they are treated in a way that it does not satisfy the Cllr principles, they have recourse to then complain and take the matters up.
Can you tell us the importance of customer experience and ensuring that our customers are satisfied at all times?
We are living in a democracy, and one of the issues that we want to ensure is that when people come to access our services, they are not being done a favor. It's what they deserve, what is based on our constitution of the country. And therefore, the customer experience must be in such a way that a person that is behind the counter is ready to serve a member of the community. You remember we talked about the past a bit. Government services in the past, to some, the majority of our people in our country, were like a favor that government was doing to the community. But post-democracy, it's now the people behind the counter who are servants, who are here to serve the community. And that is the principle that we want to base the celebration and commemoration of this month.
And our government is providing various opportunities, especially for young people. The city has recently advertised internships. Can you tell us more about that program?
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Our city has many opportunities that are out there. We've recently advertised through the collaboration between eThekwini Municipal Academy and our fire department, work opportunities for training and work opportunities for 35 firefighters. We are trying to ensure that the firefighting service is an essential service in our municipality, and we will not rely on the market out there to produce capable firefighters to come and provide that service. So when we are recruiting, we'll find that there are issues, and therefore we decided to take an initiative, one, to advertise these opportunities to young people who will then come in, get the training, and ensure that the training is up to the metro standards, the standard that we want to uphold as a growing municipality, to ensure that this service is available to everyone. But not only that, through the Municipal Academy, eThekwini Municipal Academy, we've also advertised opportunities for learnerships and work experience programs, wherein we are targeting around 1,000 candidates who are then going to come in with their diplomas, degrees, any post-matric qualification, and come in and learn on the job. This is going to, one, infuse the new ideas that they've learned at university to the old ideas that exist within the municipality, but they'll also get the experience that is crucial if they are going to then be able to find opportunities in the market. But also we hope that we'll be able to absorb all of them in the service once it is done. This is a start of a program that is going to stay with the municipality for a very long time, and we are looking forward to it. But beyond that, we are also encouraging other graduates, excuse me, in different disciplines of academia to come forward and apply for these opportunities. We are a metro with a vast array of departments that cover almost all skill sets, and therefore there's no skill that you have acquired that will not be catered for within the municipality. So we're encouraging young people to apply for these opportunities. But also in doing so, we are ensuring that, because we are dealing with a situation where the unemployment rate is very high, and we are not only throwing our heads and saying we cannot do anything. We are putting ourselves out there to say, while we are one of the biggest employers in the city and in the province, with almost 26,000 employees, but also we are still offering opportunities to try and assist in bridging the gap and in ensuring that people become attractive to the market out there.
We are indeed eThekwini at your service, and this brings us to the issue of the City Stars Awards, whose significance has been misconstrued. Can you just give us clarity on that issue?
Yeah, maybe before that, let me mention that we've also advertised, and we are in the process of recruiting 2 batches of 200 Metro Police officers, which is largely young people below the age of 35. And we are sure by the end of this financial year we would have recruited 400 of young people who are going to then add numbers to our police force, ensure that we operate in a safe city, but also that contributes, puts a dent in the unemployment rate in our city. Back to the City Stars, there was a lot of controversy around that, and it is unfortunate because you'll find that eThekwini has been in the media for wrong reasons, wherein a few employees who have not done the service as they are expected will then make the news, and that will then be attributed to all the employees of eThekwini. Now we have employees, the bulk of employees of this city who have done excellent jobs, who have gone above and beyond in terms of their service, and we believe that we need to affirm, we need to appreciate those employees. We need to put them in the pedestal so that even those who are slacking will look up to them and say, this is the level of service that we are looking for and that we appreciate.
Yes.
Let me maybe give just a few examples of situations that we believe that should be affirmed, and situations where we need to appreciate our employees. I'm not saying these should be the categories that must be nominated. I'm just citing examples from our recent past. You remember that during the floods, there were areas that were inaccessible. So the communities of those areas were completely cut off from your everyday life. And it took the bravery of the employees of this municipality, one who are working in the search and rescue department of the metropolis, disaster management, and your fire and rescue, to brave the danger, to ensure that they go to those areas, they are able to bring them food, water, and medical supplies. We had, as a municipality, to airlift those essentials to those areas using our own employees to go and do that. And that is commendable. That has not been highlighted enough in the media, and for our people to know that there are employees who have done that. You remember that in the areas of Umlazi, they were cut off during the floods because the bridge had been washed away. And it took the innovation of the people of this city, from the engineering department, who then went in and find solution. Within 2 weeks, they already constructed a bridge and a road there to ensure that the people of Umlazi are reconnected to the entirety of the city, and that is commendable. Now there are many other examples of such, and we believe that those people needs to be recognized. It's not much if you look at what we are going to do compared to the sacrifices that they have done. I know that some people will say people are getting paid, but you are getting paid to do your normal services. When we have gone above and beyond, that must be recognized. It is a practice in all other cities, and we should also be doing it.
Well said, Councillor Madlala. Thank you so much for joining us in studio. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much.
We've come to the end of our eThekwini Matters podcast on Public Service Month. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our social media platforms.